Yeah, this Sha'Carri Richardson situation is so damn crazy. For the life of me, I will never understand a young man that would allow a young lady, and I don't care if she's a track athlete, an Olympic star, who would allow a young lady to put her hands up on you. And I don't care if it's a punch, I don't care if it's a push, I don't even care if they laughing and joking as they like try to swipe at you and shit like that. You should never allow that type of behavior to happen before. If you do, it will get worse into the future. Listen, we're going to go over the footage. I want to go over some of the background information as well. As you can see right here, Sha'Carri Richardson a couple of days ago was booked. Now, this is specific to being in the Seattle airport and assaulting her now boyfriend. She was charged with 4th-degree assault. You can see the current booking information right here. Now, the boyfriend is another sprinter, goes by the name of Christian Coleman, who had some words to say about the incidents, and we got to talk about that as well. Nevertheless, let's go through the footage of what transpired and diagnose. Let's go. So you'll see Sha'Carri down here in the hat pushing on Mr. Coleman. She's screaming at him. She's getting in his face, and he's just trying to move away. She pushed him again. And she's jaw-jacking, emasculating him. He's moving around, pushes him up against the wall. Imagine seeing this right by TSA. Number one, I'd be scared to be put on a no-fly list. That no-fly list is a real thing. Second off, continuing to demonstrate the lack of discipline, continue to demonstrate why she gets popped for marijuana, knowing that there's going to be a testing for marijuana, knowing that the lack of discipline that leads to her losing races that everybody thought that she was going to win. And now you see it right here, that she's a violent young woman. She's a violent banshee of a woman that can't keep her hands off of her significant other. It's crazy to watch situations like this because you're watching a young man with his head down, looking as if he has no pride, he has no sense of self, he's not the leader of his relationship. Like, imagine if this was your son and you're watching your son being bullied, and not just bullied, but being bullied by not only someone that he's in a relationship with, but then also someone that is significantly smaller than, that it would be easy to defend oneself. And the crazy shit is that we're watching this in public. Imagine what it looks like behind scenes when she knows there's no cameras, when she knows that she's not in public, being a public figure. And what's so crazy is that if the genders were flipped, and if it was a man doing this to a woman, the whole airport would have stopped. Like, I think it's still good that somebody in there called the cops and the cops saw the assault happening. Mind you, this is the only thing that we could see of the assault from the camera. No telling when it started, when it finished. This is just what this one camera picked up. Nevertheless, if it was a guy doing this to a woman, everybody in the airport would have stopped. Wait a minute, what's happening? Let's white knight and go save the day. But not only that, but even though that we can see that she's incredibly in the wrong, there's still people on the internet that are writing for her, if not minimizing her behavior.
I just know Sha'Carri was whooping ass. Oh my God. I know a fighter when I see one. That bitch got them beaters. She don't got no fat on her chest meat. It's nothing there, and she run fast. She was tearing his ass up, and I know for a motherfucking fact he wish he had a pilot's license in that motherfucker, because there was no other way for him to get away from her ass but to fly Delta first class up out of that motherfucking airport. I just can't wait till they release the footage. I can't wait. She done got in trouble for a little bit of tree. Now she putting beaters to me. Oh my God, I cannot wait. I know my type when I see it. Do you hear?
Ashamed by nothing, offended by everything, not talking anything but ill in regards to her actions, in regards to this, makes you wonder why your branding as a woman is the lowest amongst all women. Women like this will put up bad behavior on a pedestal and think that it's a show of strength. Meanwhile, the real show of strength here is the young brother not twisting her head off her neck. And in fact, the young man not doing that is in effect not only physically protecting her, but trying to, from a reputation perspective, protect her as well, because he understands what her name is to the general public. And being involved or being the perpetrator within a domestic violence situation is not going to look well or bode well for your career. But these women will put this type of behavior on high. And I just don't understand it.
You hear what I'm saying? A bitch who can run fast, hit hard. A bitch who can run fast, hit hard. It's no question to it. And just imagine, you running full speed away from your predator. You turn your head. You never supposed to turn your head when you running. Bitch. You look in front of you, not behind you. But you turn to the side because you see something out the peripheral. You see something out your motherfucking peripheral, and it's the motherfucker chasing you. You and neck to neck. Neck to neck. Oh my God. You running into an ass whooping. It was nothing that boy could do. I just know, and I can't wait. I will pay pay-per-view to see that ass whooping. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, so they want to pay pay-per-view to see men get their ass beat. This is, shout out to feminism. You have done such a number on bringing us farther and farther apart, baby. They will exclaim their happiness that a member of the patriarchy is getting his ass beat while joking that she'll pay any amount of money to see it. You know how quickly I'd be canceled if I said I'd be paying money to see Rihanna get her ass beat by Chris Brown, for example, seemingly gloating over the potential damage that he did to her. It's absolutely insane. That's why the women that share this ilk, the young lady on the screen, for an example, and also Sha'Carri Richardson, I tell so much of my brothers, leave these chicks alone. F black fatigue. This is ratchet, single mother behavior, community destroying, demon serpent woman fatigue. This right here is an epidemic. This right here perfectly describes why a Sha'Carri Richardson can get to that state, because within her echo chamber of friends and people around her, where already it obviously lacks discipline, they laugh, they joke, they kiki about hitting men. And hey, if the hate of yourself or feminism got you to the point where it's okay to hit men, then you should also be okay with the equality of the genders, meaning that that man should be able to hit you back with full force. Meanwhile, the young brother in question did comment regarding the situation, so let's review that. Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for my name online and found way too much personal information, which brought me down this weird rabbit hole of how that could have happened, and found out that there's companies out there called data brokers that will sell your data to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. And it's a nasty, disgusting feeling knowing that there's bad actors out there selling my information, selling your information for profit. But that's why I'm recommending today's sponsor, Aura. Now, I use Aura to automatically remove my information from these sites and keep my information off. But they do other things as well, such as bank fraud and identity theft alerts, VPN access. But guys, utilize my link down in the description box down below for a 14-day trial. At least see if you've been compromised. Privacy is king in this day and age, and you should know if your information is out there. So again, utilize my link, aura.com/MTR, in the description box down below to try 2 weeks free. That's way more than enough time to see if your personal data has been exposed. Go now.
I feel like it was just a sucky situation all around. Like, I don't feel as if like she should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know, people have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. And she have like things that she need to work on for herself, of course. And so do I, so do you, like everybody. And I'm the type of guy, like, I'm in the business of just like extending grace and mercy and love. And I feel as if like I don't try to look at obstacles either. Like, I just look at like situations like this to just like, you know, take a step back,
Leave her.
Analyze yourself mentally, and then just try to see what you can do to be your best self so that you can move forward, so you can just be the type of person and a human that God needs you to be for his kingdom and for his glory. And so that's kind of how I look at the situation. And like, and I hate the narrative too of just like, you know what I'm saying, it's so negative. But like I said, it's just like in the state of Seattle, even talking to the cop or whatever, he was just like, it really was nothing I could do. And just like, I understood. But I mean, like I said, it was just a sucky situation. But she's a human being and a great person, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like we've been able to be like really good teammates like all year. And I hate that narrative too, because you know, us coming together, like we're just two like real dominant personalities, and she's, to me, the best female athlete in the world. Like,
Dog, let me talk to you, my brother, as if you were sitting in the room with me right now. I think that this young brother is attracted to her accolades over being attractive to her as a potential, you know, maybe future of a girlfriend, or even a wife one day, or even the mother of his children. And sometimes I see this from these young brothers that are also trying to create, you know, their purpose within life. They'll look to a significant other, take a look at their purpose, and be awestruck over the things that they've been able to accomplish as well. And it's a component of the way, or the reason, as they get attracted to them. So This brother, I think, is pedestalizing her accolades as opposed to realizing the direness of this situation. Get out, my bro. Get out right now. This is not somebody who deserves to be defended. And in fact, if you decided to defend yourself right there, you would have been completely justified. Now, whether or not you should have versus what you did is another story. And in fact, I think you invited less drama in by being the better person. But my point is that you do not need to be the better person of ain't shit. You're too young within your life, too young within your career. Recognize where she's at. She don't respect you no more, my G. And when the respect is gone, all is lost. And I also wonder what type of consequences she's going to face for this. Like, is she signed to Nike? Nike, what's up? What y'all going to do? Y'all going to keep a man beater up on the roster? Let's see. Because if it was a man that was beating a woman, y'all know for damn sure y'all wouldn't keep no woman beater up on the roster.
I see it every day. And like, you know, for me in my process, like I just said, like moving training groups, a whole new environment, a whole new, you know what I'm saying, training setup, different than what I've been in the past, like, you know, 10 years of my, you know, track and field career, and transitioning and then still coming back running 9.8 and feeling like I got so much more to give. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my path, that's my journey. And
That
like
boy fast.
being so up close and personal with her every day. And like I watch this girl like fall on the track like in February. Walk it off like it was, you know what I'm saying, like a cramp, but get back up and have to take like a month and a half of just like rehab and trying to come back. And then 3 weeks later, like have a competition and like, you know what I'm saying, like she just has a lot of things going on and like a lot of emotions and she's a human being going on inside of her that like not only I can understand, but you know nobody can, because she's one-on-one and I'm one-on-one too. And so I know everything is happening in God's plan, because obviously he's one-on-one, and so that's really the main focus and the thing that I just wanted to say. And I know that like it's been a tough journey for her this year, but she's gonna bounce back. And like I said, I see it every day. She's the best female athlete in the world, and she's gonna be just fine. She's gonna be good, and I'm gonna be good too. So it is what it is.
You could tell this is a mature young man. I appreciate the response in regards to this. I just hope that privately, behind scenes, you're figuring out how to relinquish this demon serpent woman from your surroundings. But with his comments effectively protecting his beater. And what's also interesting is, like, if you take a look at the comments all across the internet, the amount of people that came out and said, oh, I wonder what he did to provoke her, is so goddamn concerning. Newsflash, men go through physical violence, physical abuse as well. And in fact, fun fact, the most physically abusive type of relationship is actually lesbian. The inability to control one's emotions multiplied by 2 creates much more hostile relationships. But yeah, if this man reacted in this situation, although he would have been justified, his career would have absolutely been over. So again, I'm interested to see what's going to happen to Sha'Carri. But even through this man's humiliation, my sneaking suspicion is that nothing will happen. But shout out to this brother for showing an example of controlled masculinity, not just emotionally reacting with her, right? Getting down on her level, but having a controlled masculine response. But again, my brother, get about that situation. It's clear the way that she's looking you in your eye as you're trying to move away, pushing you and shit like that, that she has no respect for you at this point. Yeah, people have bad days, but you got to understand at the point that she's physically assaulting or abusing you, your shit been over. Sorry. Look at these comments on the side as well. There's a young lady there who goes by Dr. Denise. Hopefully she's not a real doctor. Oh, of course, she's got her ass in one of her pictures up here on her profile. Not that he deserved to be treated like that, nor am I justifying her behavior, but in caps, what did he do? These are the morons of the internet that will continue their moron shit. Does it matter what he did if he kept his hands to himself? Same thing Cassie did. Oh, shit. So basically you justifying this. Like, literally, I said I'm not justifying her behavior. I really hope that this person is truly not a doctor, but that just goes to show you the degree of retarded that exists in all levels of the internet. Now, I'd be remiss not to include some other portions or comments from the internet from women that are not so supportive of Sha'Carri. Let's go.
It hurt my heart to see that video of Sha'Carri Richardson, man. It really hurt my heart. And we can't turn our head, because we know for a fact that if the roles were reversed, if that was her in the airport and she was trying to walk away from him and he was steady pushing her and pushed her into a pole
and was just throwing his body on her, pushing her, you know what I'm saying, we'll be on here outraged. We'll be here on that man's ass if he was doing that to her. We'll be on his spazzing out. And I feel like that's one of the worst places to go act a fool, at the airport. That's one of the worst places, especially as an athlete. Them people gonna no-fly your ass faster than you can think.
Yeah.
Okay? The airport, one of the worst places to ever go cut up and show your ass. Whatever happened beforehand, man, if you want to walk away, let him.
And she's an athlete that needs flights in order to get to events.
Walk away. Let him go. It was obvious he wanted to leave. Just let him go. Y'all can work it out later. When he come back, y'all can talk whenever he land. But in the moment, man, you got to think. You a brand, sister girl. You a brand. Dang, man. I hate that for my girl. I absolutely hate it for her, man. But we know for a fact that the roles are reversed. If he was doing it to her, we'll be on here on his ass. So, Lauren, we got to tell her, like, you wrong. In that video, you wrong. Now, if something happened beforehand, but in that moment, in a video, sister girl, you wrong. We got to hold you accountable for it. You wrong, man. You wrong. Man, ladies, please, just let him go. Some shit just not worth it. It's just not worth it, man.
What I find it interesting in there is that she said, I hate it for my girl, but not that I hate it that she was the aggressor while bullying a victim, and that she's a brand, you know, in an effort to protect her brand. I guess I get her points to a degree, but, you know, this is who she is personally. Ain't shit. Who should have kept her damn hands to herself. All right, guys, that's where I'm at with this content right here. Guys, let me know what you think down in the comment box down below. Anything I left out, leave it down in the comment box. Let's have a conversation about it, and I will see you guys soon. Until next time, YouTube, peace.
She belongs to the street.
Girl, don't hold my hand. You a mattress actress on the OnlyFans. Get your money, girl, but damn, how is that your only plan? What you gonna do when you get too old to strip and dance? Get up out your echo chamber, screaming period and yes. You a low down dirty woman if you try to get knocked up by a high